You. Oke. Ini mereka emang logonya question mark. Yang lawan boom.
Iya nggak ada.
What the hell?
itu mereka juga katanya iseng dong gitu kan. 3 2-nya nggak tahu dah.
That's cool. Tim campur, you mean? What the hell?
Itu mereka juga katanya iseng dong gitu kan. 3 2-nya nggak tahu dah.
That's cool. Tim campur, you mean? Lu mau stream di ini nggak Discord so we can watch with the same time and link. Nice. Dah. Lu mau stream di ini nggak Discord so we can watch with the same time and link. Apa?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here at the ESL Clash of Nations 2023 for the South Asia qualifier. My name is Asarai. With me now.
Okay, it's start now.
Yes, finally, I get to cast a little bit more Valorant.
Welcome back, Asteroid. And of course, here we have in the SEA qualifier,
Yeah.
incredible teams all around the region. You got your Boom Esports, you got your NAS Oasis, you have one of my personal favorites in Devil United, of course. It just feels like that we have the cream of the crop right now facing off against each other for a single slot to go to Thailand.
Yeah, and again, during this offseason, I was expecting we might not have as many tournaments, but here we are still having such an active scene, and you're absolutely right, all to get that shot at going to the main event. So we do have I believe 2 matches for you guys today. We'll show it to you in just a bit, but what I'm also excited is maybe we can see Sunset. It has been out already, of course, for the game for a couple of months now, and possibly could see it here. I don't know. It's the off season. Anything could and should happen.
I mean, it is off-season, Asteroid, and you mentioned it. This is where some of these teams try to reform themselves, try to see where their strengths are, and set themselves up for both the Pacific League for some of these squads, and then on the other hand, of course, the Challengers League that will happen next year. It just means that there's so much more Valorant to do, even without the official VCT circuit. And of course, we're an official off-season event, so you know it's gonna be an incredible run and an incredible prize pool to boot.
Truly, truly. And speaking of prize pool, I believe that it's obviously we've already seen the announcements and everything. We have a total prize pool or first place prize of 600,000 baht. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see that in the screen here, but before that actually is what you were mentioning, which was the qualifiers. So we had our open qualifiers that of course has Thailand in it with the 4 qualified teams. We had of course from Southeast Asia as well. Now we are on that closed qualifiers side already, where we have 8 teams from Thailand, 8 teams from Southeast Asia, and then of course the big head honcho, the main event happening in Bangkok, I believe later on in this month. Or next month.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, and it's such a long circuit here at the Clash of Nations. And
Di
I'm really
Twitch
impressed by
cuman
the fact that we
sampai
have
720.
for each side of the closed qualifiers and the offline main event. You're going to be facing off against Talent
Yeah.
Esports, the Pacific League
Yeah.
team, all the way in Bangkok. And since we're here, the SEA side, only one single team will
Oh,
make
yeah?
it to
Never
that
mind.
field. 2 teams will come from the Thailand closed qualifiers for a total of 4 teams to face off against one another.
Mau gue yang
You know
predict.
it's going to be very exciting once we get there.
Oh, absolutely. Again, so many heavy hitter teams,
udah pasti
heavy hitting
menang.
players that will be competing, as you
Wah.
did mention. And of course,
Kalau
here
kalah
we
Jess
are,
botak.
prize pool in
Waduh.
your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Champion's going to be
Jangan
paid up
bejir, nggak kuat gue.
600,000 baht.
Ada
equivalent
week,
to
tenang.
16,000
Oh my God.
US dollars, 250,000 baht for, or
Hey.
1,500,000 baht for the third.
Wah, min
It
satu internet.
is definitely not.
Baru mulai, Jess. Watch party pertama, buffering. Laporin guys.
Yeah, and all I hear right now, Asra, is we could have used this money when we were in Ascension, when we were in Thailand a few months back. It just goes to show, though,
True.
that
Gue lupa
honestly,
ganti
Bangkok
mic,
has
sorry
become
banget.
such a hub right now for
Lima
SEA
regege,
and
lima
Valorant.
regege.
Lima regege.
It's really getting so much more attention
Wah,
and
sumpah.
tournaments and a prize pool like this. I'm very
Oh.
excited to see who will make it to
600.000
that
baht.
for, because
Suara gue
you can see the
delay.
prize pool itself, right?
Masa sih?
If you make it to Thailand, you are in the money.
Apa iya?
Absolutely. And of course,
Emang ya, bentar.
as we can
Nggak
see
tahu,
here,
coba
we
liatin.
do have our
Coba ngomong lagi.
first layer
Halo,
of
halo,
matches
halo,
laid out
satu.
for you, ladies and gentlemen. We got
Satu,
Boom
dua,
versus
tiga.
Trying
Ini
Your Best.
kenapa?
Trying Your Best is
Cok, kayak
the
gua
roster of Bleed and then some, if I'm not mistaken, Fancy United, Dominatus,
Kenapa stream gua hitam
Gaming,
kocak?
and Dewa United. Wait, I did not pronounce that correctly. It is
Streamer magang.
Pandemonium. There we go. Versus now Esports. There we go.
It sounds like a name you'd make up on the spot,
Weh.
Astro, right? But you
Nggak,
mentioned it,
ntar
and
dulu.
especially the fact we're always gonna have 2 matches
Ini
per day.
window
So if you
capture
are
gua
an
kelihatan
Astro
nggak?
Aces fan from the Philippines, they're gonna be playing tomorrow right now.
Mars.
Of course, we're giving
Bentar,
big
bentar.
attention
Coba.
to that first matchup because Boom versus Try.
Weh, ngakak
Nggak ada.
banget.
Di live lu nggak ada. nggak ada.
Mati sih, halo.
Because
Wah, gue
it's
bingung
just
banget.
generation
Gue nggak, gue
after
coba-coba.
generation of Bleed
Wah.
Esports talent.
Weh,
There are a few changes.
yang bener aja lah, kocak, kocak.
Because of some restrictions, especially for Juicy. But right now, we're gonna see
Gue sambil
some
trip.
Nah, itu udah bisa.
really fight here.
Oh, truly. truly.
Streamer magang season
Nah, nah, nah.
2013. Ayolah.
The Bleed Boys.
The Bleed
Ntar.
Boys.
Yeah, we got someone called Zan as well. I'm looking
Yes,
straight
udah
into
jadi
his
streamer
profile
dari
here
kapan
real quick.
Gila banget.
Was
Ampun,
Enigma
nah.
Gaming, so South Asia scene. And-
Hilang nggak? Hilang lagi nggak?
And when they moved over to NYS,
Ada.
Udah kan?
Sorry,
Udah.
NYSC.
Ada.
Ya, udah, gue gak akan
My-
sentuh apa-apa.
my knowledge of
Gue nggak akan
NYSC
sentuh
and,
apa-apa.
South Asia is very, very scratched. Anyways, of course, just a quick little line down or line
Kocak,
out of the
kocak.
players from Boom Esports. We got
Wih, dia typo
Shiro,
kah?
NC Slasher,
Ah, siapa?
Moria,
Oh iya, NC
Torzo,
Slasher.
Bowser.
Woi,
Famous. Again,
NC Slasher-nya
very
ngelak
well-known
ngeha.
players from the region.
Hah?
top
Kebalik
seed
itu.
from Indonesia that went all
Eh.
the way to Ascension. You
And
can see
si-
that there are a few changes right now for Boom Esports.
Slay. Harusnya
The
each.
addition of Moria and SC Slasher from Bigatron.
Emang
are
haknya
picked
dua
before.
gitu.
On the other hand, though,
Enggak, hanya satu
already.
harusnya.
Retla, Nef, Styron,
Yang
Sam,
benar.
and Juicy. So Crazy Guy isn't going to be playing right
Juicy.
now. Probably has a few things to do with the main Boom
Juicy.
Esports roster.
Yang main
But in
siapa
the
sih?
end, It's
Juicy.
still that NYSG all-star team that gets pretty interesting when they play because they can have some of the hottest of the hottest
Waduh.
streaks. but from the results so far, in their open qualifier, it's been a while for them to actually try and mesh together as Sarai. It's been close games for a
Halo,
team
Zain.
with this caliber of talent.
Absen.
Well, maybe it's the problem of, again, just being in the
Kuaci,
off-season,
absen, Kuaci.
maybe feeling a little bit lax.
Lu,
not having too much
gimana sih?
underlying
AFK nih,
into
streamer
the
AFK.
qualifiers.
Parah.
Finally nearing that point where they can go into the LAN.
Nitip
Into the
like.
LAN event for Clash of Nations. Why not try
Debut NC Salser.
They still have, as you mentioned, incredibly insane players. Juicy always
Pinjam jersey Dominatus,
someone
kocak.
from Bleed, someone from MYSG, aside from, of course, the ones that have competed in the main international scene. When you look at the Ascension teams, one of the players that was just so unstoppable.
Ini trying our
when
best ada
he was given
jersey-nya
that
nggak nih?
chance to do so.
Gue tuh katanya kalau pakai jersey suka nge-curse gitu, jadi gue harus pakai jersey musuhnya. Enggak lah ya, hoax.
Were ineligible to go that next step. So from what I know, I believe they're going to be doing their NS alongside the season, still get a bit of that practice along the way here in Valorant.
BMF
Come back
Sans.
stronger in the future, but I think Asrai, we're getting our map picks right now. And since it's the first one gone.
I'm not a fan of that. I just want. All right, I know Sunset and Breeze not the most favorable, memorable maps as of the moment, but I feel Sunset has its moments here.
Sunset ban.
Any case, we're still gonna get a banger.
Sunset
Of course,
ban,
with
real?
Lotus gonna be starting
Real.
off.
Yeah.
It is going to be trying your best, I believe.
Bab
On
haram lah
this
ini.
defense.
Real, setuju gua.
Pick
Tapi
for
gue suka
second
sih.
map will be Ascent.
Tapi
So,
jujur seru
di-
tahu.
Gila
ordinary,
nih
at
orang-orang
least.
ini
I
suka
am
Sunset.
curious at what
I started
composition
to
we'll
like
be seeing here
Sunset.
on Lotus. Are we going to be seeing maybe some
Swan lagi
deadlock or,
berhalangan
as we
hadir,
have been
guys.
seeing as well, favoritism on the harbor. Lots of options over there. I know the deadlock's
Aman
not as
aja.
strong as
Kenapa
some
jersey
people-
putih?
we play
Karena
together. You know
pada
what it
pakai
is.
jersey putih gak
But
sih?
I will say she has her moments, alright?
Gue pakai jersey putih soalnya gue lihat tadi di story-nya Boom pada pakai jersey putih.
Ntar lu ini kayak gue waktu itu beda
Kenapa?
sendiri jersinya.
Lalu pakai jersey apa waktu itu?
Waktu itu pokoknya gue sama warnanya kayak AE, kayak musuhnya. Warnanya kan AE warnanya mirip sama.
Iya. Hitam gitu ya. Impostor anjir.
Nggak ada ngasih tahu gue sialan.
Is that really the reason why they brought out that Lotus, right? Just to kind of create that confidence right now. They did stumble during that
Makan
Ascension
bang,
tournament,
sambil makan
and
guys.
now maybe building back
Makan.
what they have lost. In any case, you are seeing, of course, our 3 maps for this first series: Lotus, Ascent, and Haven.
Prediksi, aduh.
And, well, that's
Takut
about
banget
it.
gue
Just
kalau
have to wait
prediksi
for the
gini.
Asian selection as well. Very excited to see how this one will unravel itself. If we're gonna see what has happened with, I think, a player such as Berserks, who I felt like was so underpowered during the official Ascension tournament a couple of months back. I don't know if you're gonna be agreeing with that, but it did feel like he was stumbling a lot in a lot of those clutch situations.
Yeah, and it was mostly Blaze King's team back in Ascension, and that's why he got picked up by that global esports roster in Pacific League. It's for Boom right now.
Emang boleh langsung ketemu Bleed gini, waduh. Sumpah gue kira tuh ini tim kayak, oh ini tim Indo kali ya gitu, gak tahu ini siapa gitu. Taunya Bleed kok.
And brightest from Indonesia, and they need to rebuild it. And again, against very familiar.
Ya lah bang, 2023 udah mau habis masih ributin JESSLYN Curse, udah nggak ada bang. Waktu itu Boom udah juara.
What happens now, right? Again, it's just a circle that keeps going on and on and on.
Kenapa
and we'll
kill?
have to see how
Kenapa
that
kill?
story continues.
Ini nggak ada absen, Jess. Lu masih nungguin absen.
In any case, I've been just saying
Gila
again,
juga.
I'm so excited to see how this goes. Now, looking into it, just focusing lasers on the agents, nothing out of the ordinary. KJ for a little bit of that protection. You got the double controller here for Boom, possibly, if Moria does select that Omen, which gives them a lot of options on the offense, and double duelist here.
Apakah? Maksudnya apa nih? Apakah?
Not surprising because Stan and Juicy
Nggak ada
double duels together, and you know how strong this frontline can be.
Tenang aja.
I'm really thinking
Takut
right
gue.
now, what was
Takut
the
gue.
without crazy guy, got Styron
Ih.
hovering on that Omen instead. Neff gonna go back to a more
Tahu.
signature pick in that breach. And we talk about trying our best like their Bleed Esports because let's be real, this is a squad that has those players from that roster. But at the same time, we mentioned the struggles a while ago that they might not have the usual pieces for shot calling,
Ikaw mag-point,
for
maging coach.
understanding the map that you
Siapa?
had in that main blue
Siapa
roster.
coachnya?
So
Si Trying Our Best.
They do have to try their best,
Yang mana coachnya?
especially overpowering
Coachnya nggak ada.
Esports, who's running famous on that front line.
Here's also something that's interesting.
iya.
Berserks, who at
Lalu
least has played 2 roles in the past for Boom here. That's the duelist and the initiator is
Aku
gonna
telat
go
nggak, Kak?
for the
Telat.
kill
Telat
dragon.
banget.
I know that Famous has played
Nggak,
as
bercanda,
the
bercanda.
duelist
Nggak
on
telat.
the teams that he has done before. So this is at least maybe an adjustment. Again, we have seen as well some duelist players actually hover back onto the Sentinels just because you do have that potential to lurk. You still have the potential to isolate for 1v1s if you're going to try to get solo map control. So kind of interesting to see here from Boom.
I mean, it's something that he's been playing from time to time.
Aduh, gue nggak suka sih map ini
and especially
sebenarnya.
you have NC Slasher right now on that roster, who's really a
Mantap.
initiator back in the Indonesian scene. So Berserks is the one adjusting into that role instead for this map. They're also playing double controller, I believe, with the Viper and the Omen, something that they do
Kalau
like
gue
to
mending
employ from time to
Lotus
time. But I'm really
daripada
excited because
Sunset.
this is the beginning of
Mending
our
Lotus sih.
qualifier. A full week
Mending
as
Lotus
right, being together, watching these games, double elimination. So while we're in the upper bracket, if you lose, you still have a chance, but later on, 1 slot is up for grabs.
Oh, so excited. I cannot wait
Finally
to get this
bisa
started.
nonton
It
tim
has
iya
been
kan?
months since
Akhirnya bisa
I've
nonton
actually
Valorant.
gotten to catch something. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I'm just happy to be here. Anyways, let's get started. There's the combo started here from Boom Esports. And as I mentioned, Berserks already on the lurk here on mid as the rest of his teammates try to go for that A control. Berserk's been spotted, could isolate the fight here, maybe make it into a 5 versus 4 if he does get caught out. As you can see, one of the players, the Jet, already hovering somewhere on C-Long.
I mean, he's anticipating the aggression, and for now, Neff here with the shot. Redla actually probably Moria. Famous, though, in return, making it 4v4. But Boom Esports, they've crawled their way towards that site, and the plant will go down.
Iya kan, selama nggak ada sesek carry harusnya bisa sih, jujur. Tapi nggak tahu ya, nggak boleh sembarang ngomong ya. Gue sih takut ngejinx aja, bukannya apa-apa ya.
As the rest of the attackers actually go up onto heaven, this could give them an off angle that, well, the defenders will just not know about.
Yeah, Boom is using the map so well, and now Famous on the flag. Neff might not see this
Timing.
coming whatsoever. Timing perfect, and the push from Boom gives the off angle value. Straight from Famous. Heroes
Gue kira kagak kelihatan.
That is a
Mapa nggak ditutup nggak dong?
Indonesian Valorant for you, very controlled, very
Berdoa dulu
aggressive,
bang,
and
biar
just
Bu
the
menang,
timing is just
amin.
Chef's kiss. You know, in any case, really love the pinch there. No, I don't know where you're laughing, but...
Dude, I know you've been cooking recently.
I know.
You've been so proud of your healthy meals that you've been making on the off-season time.
What is this? I'm not even correlating that to the game.
But okay, you know what's been cooking here for Boom Esports? They play double controller in other maps, not this one. They used to play Breach and Sky together. The adjustment though, with that extra bit of smoke value, they're really getting into places that Trying Our Best doesn't see coming.
Absolutely, and again, they don't really have to have that many initiators here, as long as they have that Omen as well to kind of help the flash / smoke situation.
Telat nggak? Telat.
Actually working quite well because they can just burst through those smokes if they want to, and if it gets a little bit too hairy as they segment the fight,
Perkiraan berapa kosong?
they can just smoke it off and take it a little bit slower.
2-0, please.
Smoke using anti-ego right now while they play the waiting game. Sanda with a jump peek gets the intel that this is a likely A hit from Boom Esports. They're Trying Our Best, a different plan right now. On site, waiting as a stack for 3. Juicy.
Takel bakal pakai race Ale. Enggak nggak sih, nggak tahu sih. Gue udah lama nggak lihat Takel main race dah.
Neff is gonna need that first contact. Shiro whittling him down very quickly with
Anjay.
on list. Boom Esports getting another one. The SMG value here, getting so close, getting so many kills, and this is their site to take.
Perfect timing on the nades as well. Saw the KJ was like, if I back away, I'm gonna take damage. If I push forward, I'm just gonna have to YOLO it and maybe hit a shot, which he did not. So that means that our last 2 players.
IGL-nya sekarang
slow.
siapa?
Again, look at just how much map control Boom has here. Berserk is
IGL-nya, gue nggak tahu ya.
Juicy about to go for the swing. The flash to counter. It's already been spotted. There's really no.
Kuaci sama Swan mana ada nih Kuaci nih? Gila.
And the first 2 rounds have proven Boom Esports very
Anjir.
in terms of their play. They're looking to bring out some of the
Skin
skills that
kok
they
BP?
knew
Siapa yang
at
pakai
this
skin
point, but
BP?
in a different way from when they had Blaze King, when they had someone else playing
Nah,
that
emang ada
sentinel
siapa?
role.
Gak tahu.
I'm very interested right
IGL,
now because Boom,
IGL
they
gue
love
gak
to
tahu
play
siapa
the
IGL
they
deh.
love to play the angles, but there were some
IGL
very fast hits before from
Shiro.
Famous and
Duh, kan?
he was there in the initial
Shiro
phase.
bang,
No,
bener
no.
bener
Right now, it's
Shiro.
so much
IGL
more
Shiro.
that Boom is utilizing against trying our best.
Yeah, of course, those 2 rounds.
Iya,
Not
berarti
really
bener.
any
Kalau
measure
udah
of the
dikonfirm.
firepower yet for trying your best. Now that they have the
Yeah.
rifles, we'll see how that goes. We all know how it
Yep.
works.
Yeah,
Apa
I
nih?
always say
Line up
this is where the
gitu.
game really begins. Third round, you have guns on both sides, and on the bonus here, more.
Ih, gila, gila. Ini dia Omen Idol. Gila, Omen idola gue.
Now then, 5v4 corner, as you mentioned, Sand and F still fighting on back.
Mantap.
Berserks though, Guardian
Tiga,
Gaming
tiga,
bringing the
tiga,
damage. And Boom Esports, they're trying to make their way towards B, but here on upper, it's still Neff in position. Moria, such a bother though. He was able to just navigate
IGL-nya
through
kuaci.
the wall and smoke just to get the angle. Spam here from Neff also. Boom
Rusak.
Esports. They don't wanna
Jaketnya
give
udah
up.
dibalikin
They're
belum
not
dong?
surprised. They're waiting right now for the opportunity.
Kenapa
Still
tuh
here though,
jaketnya
on
nggak
upper.
dibalikin?
That's right, it's 2v1 technically.
Ini hak milik, bro.
Lagi ya.
Iya, suruh bikin lagi lah, ini punya gue.
No, but it doesn't mean anything because
Gila.
Guardian through the smoke. Absolutely.
Waduh, pisau terus.
Ah,
Is not looking too good for Juicy here. Maybe the rotation
tahu,
from
Bud.
the Viper all the way to the A side because again, the is open. Shroud's gonna have access onto that, and because he set up at the start of the round, way at the start of the round, his utility, this A side is Viper's domain. This is gonna be hard
It's
for
perfect.
Juicy.
It's perfect right now here for Boom Esports. They have the 2 controllers. Juicy has to figure out where these guys are positioned. Using the audio cue towards the doorway. Might be able to isolate the fight here versus Moria. But he backs away now towards the side. Looks for the tap if ever. That can be an opportunity. He's checking every single corner here, Asarai. While Boom
no.
Esports is just away from this site here. Waiting to open that doorway if ever. One-way setup. Poison Cloud's there. Boombot now into play just to give him a bit of cover.
Oh,
But of course,
mantap.
Moria has the angle.
Gila.
He's
Boom attacker.
Anjay.
Iya,
Zero
boom
bonus
attacker.
one for Boom.
Absolutely
Gila,
deadly
3-0
there. And here's another little
12-0
tidbit. At the start of
Eh?
the round,
Gue takut loh ngomong kayak gitu. Gue sih takut nih.
12-0 ya.
Amin, amin.
He had to take passive damage, which made Moria's push even more
Makasih Rizky.
to get that pick. Just
I mean, he had more HP to work with, basically, right?
Yeah.
Wins the duel, opens up the site, and especially at timing versus.
Ini nggak ada face cam ya?
Since he had the angle towards the corner of upper.
Hati-hati
and
yang
Juicy was
namanya
tucked away
Juicy.
instead. Got a free pick, and that's what Boom Esports has been doing so far. Opportunity again and again around the map.
And Boom is just playing big brain right now. Set up from Shiro again on A just to make everybody look the other direction, but they got options here, man, and options are going to be plentiful as they have themselves great real estate for that C site.
Yeah, of course. And right now they're planting their flag firmly on C. Spikes down.
Ini
They go for post
Lotus
plant on
tuh
Rob, but it's
kayaknya
already such a strong
picknya
start for
bukan
Boom
picknya
Esports.
Boom
Trying
dah.
their best has not looked their
Pick
best
Boom,
form
pick
so
Boom.
far.
Picknya Boom ya.
Maybe
Yeah.
if Neff and Juicy can find the play from those halls, it might get
Mars
a
mana
catch on
ada nih?
Famous if ever, but he's waiting now. Paranoia avoided by Famous.
Tuh.
Still
Tahu
wants
ada
to
yang
be that
nyariin lu.
first contact.
Fajrin ada yang.
Stun.
Ah,
Gets the connection. Juicy wants to push it.
sabun banget.
So big pick here from Juicy. Standing up on the board. Close quarters is where Trying Our Best is winning. But it's a 1v1 now. Low HP.
Bahaya ngap.
though.
Tidak.
Oh,
Gila.
Oh, gila gila.
Wow, wow,
Classic is all he
wow.
needs. And Boom
Cowok
needs
siapa?
Aduh, cowok siapa?
Gila, emang.
Cowok siapa deh? Kasih tahu deh.
Dituturin sama gue.
Aduh, gila. Tutor main Killjoy deh. Ih, gila, ini ada masternya di sini.
Tutor Killjoy dulu ini sebelum main.
Mantap, James. James tuh siapa sih? Kenapa dipanggilnya James?
James Rizky.
Kenapa James?
Biar koko-koko juga kan
Iya.
main pada koko-koko. Udah, Indo sendiri.
Dead to right and the jump peaks 1 and 2. Oh, I don't know if I'm watching. Dude, I don't know if I was watching Bananas in Pajamas or something because they just hop around like that, coming down the stairs, moving up now towards that A site. And overall, Boom Esports, they now know they have the intel rather for the operator. They're gonna look to find another place to call home.
Kasih boostingan dulu deh. Katanya kasih boostingan dulu deh.
As bananas in pajamas. No. I have no reference.
Udah,
Actually,
aman.
I got
Aman.
nothing about it.
Menang gitu.
Tenang katanya.
Yeah,
Aman
but I
aman.
forgot what it's about, you know? Not like the big bear in the big blue house. Or, yeah, big bear in the big blue house. Anyways,
Yeah, that's
big push on the B side.
yeah, sad stories there. But right now,
Asik
Fame is
banget.
even sadder. Doesn't
Aduh,
find anyone
aduh.
to stop her.
Oh.
Styron though in the net.
No.
Here to fight, but the flash connects, and Moria takes advantage. Plant goes down. It's 5v4 for Boom, and I love how they prioritize this B side just to get rid of that operator value. 3 coming in from the waterfall side here. 1 on the flank if ever, and it's Moria on that first contact alongside Berserk.
Alah.
Big pick
Gila.
as well. The firepower is there from trying our best, but right now the angle's better from
Yeah.
Juicy flies high. Shiro
Okay.
can't fight back, and it's now 2v1. Explosive here from Juicy, but will it be?
Wah.
Nice.
Untung.
12-0 kan.
Inherent risk there for Boom.
Gua agak ngeri
On
first half sih. Tapi kalau
safe
Eh,
position
jangan ngomong
near
gitu.
the center of
Omongan
the
adalah
site,
doa.
because again, you
benar.
have
12-0 ya bisa yuk.
lead that's like
Ayo,
an
12-0.
and that's where trying your best did what
Kuaci
they could.
blessing katanya ya,
There was
Kuaci
just so
blessing.
many angles
Ini
and
kalau
so
Kuaci
many
yang
players
ngomong
still
hoki,
not
kalau gue yang
able to
ngomong
get
ngeri.
Juicy, again, the limited time that he had to force a 2v1 as quickly as he could, but just couldn't find the picks.
And trying our best, you can see that they can shoot back if they have the.
Iya sih,
sideline.
sayang sih tadi
More often
ultinya
than not,
ultinya
Esports is
Shiro.
in
Cuman ya
incredible
udahlah,
positions.
menang roundnya.
And such a good answer with the double control versus the double duelist.
OTP.
Moria though, he's VP as you mentioned over on the staircase with from the shadows.
Gila ini Omen idola gue.
Gila, ini Omen.
Ya ampun.
Making a play by himself, gets the pick on the spike bearer.
It's
And that's
okay.
gonna stall Boom Esports and their
Aman.
push. NC Slasher though with the answer back. It's 4v3 for now. And Styron and the rest of the crew trying to hold down. Hey, Moria though. Oh, the timing on that smoke has to be Boom getting away from that site now.
3v3.
Truly, as the dust settles, 3
Halo,
versus 3,
Fari.
so many things happening there, and at the end of the day,
Andai
it's
waktu
gonna
itu,
be
andai waktu itu
one
apa Min?
straight onto the
Kalau ngomong
side.
jangan setengah-setengah ya.
Was able to save the turret too, so that's gonna be up and running for the next couple of seconds. Quick little
Masih
use
belum.
of
Iya
the
kan,
seeds
aman
just to get
aja.
that bit of information already. That's gonna dictate where Boom is gonna place themselves on the post. Time not really in the favor of trying your best, so they have to run quickly into the site to start moving for this retake.
And NC Slasher in such a forward position thanks to the
Mm.
intel that he gathered
Eh,
first. Paranoid doesn't get the connection, but Styron with a swing and a hit. Big pick now to give a chance here to trying our best. But Berserks, other plan right now. Alongside Famous, still playing towards Mount Juicy, taking chip damage along the way. And who dares peek? Famous will answer.
Oh,
There's the
oh.
first, there's the second, and there's the third. 6 now for Boom. They are just on a roll here, Asarai.
Gila.
You
Wah,
could really see
gila.
Jago banget, jago
the
banget.
disconnect
Gila.
from trying your best. No one
Mantap.
cleared the nano swarm. They did get that pick on the player.
Andai
hiding
waktu
on
itu
top
blitnya
side,
gini,
but
bukan
it
yang
still
itu.
wasn't
Parah
enough.
banget.
They needed to run in finally lost 2 players,
Waktu itu
but
juga
again, there was still
Ki doang
enough,
anjir.
post-plant
Apa?
shenanigans
Hoki.
that
Itu
Boom
juga
Esports
Hoki doang.
had to
Real
just
tuh, katanya hoki guys.
buy them as much
Iya,
time as they can, and again,
comeback.
force trying your best to
9-3
just say
nggak
YOLO
jelas.
and look for the kills rather than
Dendam
just
aja.
using that spike.
Anjing.
Is that the point we've been making?
Personal.
So far? Yes, you have your bleed talents. We're trying our best. It's still a different team, and perhaps
Eh,
without a
masih
bit of
belum
that
ada
leadership,
sesekali
it's a
mah
struggle
aman
here to try our
lah.
best to coordinate compared to what
Lama.
teams do.
Sebenarnya itu
Though, look for the
scary
fast
doang.
lineup for him, with a fire
Ya
burst
kan?
there for Boom instead.
Yang ngeri mah
Picks out
scary
the
doang.
Berserk. Nef, though,
Beneran
with
ngeri,
the
filmnya
ability to
beneran
try and keep
scary.
an
Beneran
advantage
scary.
out from Moria as Boom navigate away yet again where Shiro's waiting.
Man,
Eh!
did you get the one up against
Kaget gue.
Boom at
Kirain
some
dia
point,
nge-wave.
but it hasn't happened at all, and it's been 6 rounds already. Big struggles right now from trying your best. You can see already Nef is just so afraid of what might be coming, and maybe even an extra lurk here for Boom. You just don't know what they're going to
Jujur
do.
personal sih, ya kan? Jujur
Just
personal.
play as a full 5 already. They
Nggak
got the
apa-lah.
site, they got the numbers, and trying your best, realizing this, they're like, yeah, oh, we say it.
Yeah, this Viper setup has been working time and time again, Asteroid. Whether it's Moria using it, whether it's Shiro using it, that one lurking controller player has given so many openings for Boom, not just on A side, but even across the map as Nef sees the guy
Saving
light.
kah?
He's looking for an exit or two while the rest of the team saves.
Yeah.
Such a struggle here for trying our best. Boom is just looking to be that well-coordinated machine that we expect from them.
Yeah, and
Di saat
mentioned as
Morea
well, right?
Morea
There's
teleport
just
di
so
situ
many
musuh
options
repot
with the
ya.
Shiro
Yeah.
Viper wall also that he can even it can influence the site just
Cakep,
because
cakep.
it gravitates the
Ah,
rotation
Siren.
of the defenders.
Tadi
And
yang
since
kemarin gue
Lotus
liat sih
owns
ada
that
crazy
three-site
guy,
map,
cuman
there's just
nggak
so
tahu
many
deh.
places that 5 people can't really
Nggak tahu, nggak main tadi
fortify
katanya.
unless they're really just absolutely cracked. But we have seen at
Entah
every start of the
kenapa.
round, they just get picked off.
No, you're right, because you said it yourself. 3-site map, it's pretty much par for the course that the
Match
defense
ini
will
easy
be
buat
spread
Boom
out,
sih
and
harusnya.
Boom Esports has taken advantage of every
Tapi
nook and
tidak boleh
cranny
gegabah,
that they can
guys.
put themselves in. Now they also have the lockdown to utilize. We'll see if there's any adjustment. Really, since Boom has been winning round after round, there has been no need for Shiro to change up his setup.
True. That's 7 rounds in a row that he's done the Great Wall of Shiro on the A side. We can call it that for at least. Yeah.
I
All
like
right.
it. I like it.
Lockdown on B.
No, of course. I mean, we've been waiting for it. He needs that bit of that space to work with. Beautiful paint shells now, calling the attention of Boom Esports, who does navigate away from C.
2-1 mount
But
though.
they should know this. The doorway opened for those paint shells. Sando, the operator, that's the big mystery. The
Aduh,
Trailblazer
aduh.
getting the extension power.
Siapa tuh
Play, and
buta?
that's the Slasher, a single tap to the head is enough to dull those blades. Big pick here from Boom Esports yet again. They have the advantage, and of course, with their patience, they back away from
Kasih
it.
Vial aja ke dia. Kok gue gitu.
Frustrating too though. Like you already deal with the dog, then there's the flash or rather the paranoia coming out from
Nah,
Moria.
sama Oasis
What
kan
are you supposed to do? And now,
invited teams
again, they
juga
still
nggak
have
sih?
some time figuring things out. They look like they wanted to go for the A site, but there's a call to just have the full 4.
Tinggal masak mie win kan ya? Amin.
Flashes are there, the setups.
Gue nggak mau gegabah.
No nade anymore.
Hanya
from
bisa
Juicy
berdoa.
because
Woi!
they broke the Killjoy ultimate a while ago. Now they're gonna have to go to the beach. Oh, 2v2.
Aduh.
Oh, he's
Two
going down.
there.
Ya oke lah, 2v2.
And now Berserk's
2v2.
the answer is 2v2 you mentioned, but
Let's go.
Shiro. Oh, the lurk right now.
Kenapa dia jongkok ya?
Siron's just waiting for it here, Asarai. Shiro.
Waduh, aduh.
Aduh.
Timing.
Jelek banget, jelek.
It's a safe plant, can't see the angle, knows it's there. Don't jumping from Berserks.
Both.
Gets the intel. They're stacking right now. Here comes a 2v2 again. Now the swarm go into
Woi!
Heroes.
Ay, gila dong,
Siron
nge-whiff
wins out
banget.
the battle.
Oh.
1v1 and Berserk goes insane with a 3K at the end. Holds the line down and keeps Boom's record perfect.
Wow.
Iya, ini.
Okay.
Gila, lihat tuh, Kwaci. Buff lu tuh, Kwaci, 10-2.
Habis
Gila.
ini.
Oh, iya.
Partner in crime. Beneran crime.
Gila.
Was a solid chance, probably one of the best chances that we could have maybe seen from trying your best to hit around.
Ngejok
But
Stakel
Boom
masih
Esports
work. Ngejok
are not
apa
gonna
nih?
get denied. Berserks is in
Bos,
form here. He is
James
not
nih,
losing
bos,
any
senggol dong.
whatsoever, whether he's high HP or low.
Senggol.
You heard the
Easy
call
for
out,
Berserk
you know?
katanya.
You heard
Anjay.
Call him out a while ago, and
Oh,
well,
yang
here in the
serem.
off season,
Waduh.
this is the Berserks that we expected. Even back in Ascension, Retla though holding down the line, gets hit by the paranoia. Shiro
Ih.
trying to
Ah,
navigate through, but the swings from the two controllers, yet again the pressure just mounting versus trying our best, and they can't handle it. Spike goes down, it's 5v4. Shiro don't mind the omen right there, and Siren
Aduh.
actually gets the kill. Moria though answers back 3v3 for the time being now.
Tiba-tiba
The
sih.
Siren teleports on away, regroup here from Berserk. But he has to hold down the line by his lonesome, just shorty enough.
Oh my
with
God.
the
Gila.
extra bit of help from Moria on the other side.
Tourney
and Boom
online
again,
atau offline?
just
Ini
perfection still.
close call-nya
Again,
masih
They know they
online.
got the lead. They don't want to take
Tapi ini
away
nanti ada
anything
offline
from
ya?
that. They just keep
Ada,
pushing it and
di
trying
Bangkok
your best
lagi.
is
Oh, iya kah?
just getting
Finalnya.
farther and farther back in terms of the rounds, obviously, as well as just the control that they
Yeah,
have on the
finalnya.
site. It's more of like
Kapan
they
deh
just plant
finalnya?
themselves somewhere
Kayaknya masih lama
and
deh,
see if the
Januari.
seeds will grow.
Cuman
but
nggak tahu deh.
this
Abis
land,
ini,
it ain't fertile,
abis close
man.
call terus kan
Yeah.
lolos tuh.
It's kind of like
Gua nggak
Sports
tahu
right
main
here
lagi
from
apa
Boom.
enggak.
Salted
Oh, yeah.
every single angle that they can
Iya,
utilize.
BO3,
We're
BO3.
trying our best. Hasn't found anywhere to bloom from.
Uh,
Also next, so
Sharp
repeats
banget,
it.
bro.
Yet again, the discipline from trying our best is just not there compared to Boom.
saw him.
Showstopper
Oh no, oh
flies
no.
by. Famous
Oh.
knows he's right there.
Oh.
It's still on.
Mantap.
Basically,
Bisa
two down and the
begitu.
C site is for Boom.
Kalau
Untung
gua
dia lihat.
ikutan mati.
Imagine you hear that Mario music.
Kena ulti sendiri.
Gue yang ulti, gue yang mati.
Iya.
Don't worry, I'll double down with you, buddy.
Oh, LAN tanggal
But,
17 sampai 21 katanya.
Esports,
Real kah?
they have had all the odds
Nggak tahu gue
working
kalau
in
itu.
their favor. And as of right now, NC Slasher alongside Famous, they're prepared for this.
Oh, ada talon katanya. Wah, gila, gila, jauh lah.
When there's one, there's a second, and now they have 10 because of it.
Rata itu mah semua jago.
Real, sumpah. Sumpah, udah 10-0 sih ini.
Kan dibilang berapa?
13-0. Bisa lah.
There's no refrag. No. Surprise. Moria's here. He gets the refrag. It is so difficult for trying your best here, and we are basically speedrunning the first match, the first map of our C-Close qualifier here.
Doain dulu
Hero's
lolos
got the setup right
sequel,
there.
ya.
There's the nade. They see basically everything being thrown here by trying your best, and you already know he's just gonna abandon this. But here's another thing: he picked up the spike. If Zan or anyone else from this 4 push from trying your best gets him, that's going to be spike down.
Aduh,
If Moria can pick it up though, if he does die.
That was a chance there for trying our best, but Boom now waiting towards the T side.
wow.
Oh, Juicy gets the first pick. Redlaw on the board as well. And
Oh,
trying our best.
rata.
The fight actually after 3v1 after everything is said and done. The push will end their magical journey by the lobby.
Ouch.
Gila, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that was the. I did say a couple of rounds ago that was another good round for trying your best. This is was supposedly a good round for trying your best. They almost caught Shiro. They almost dropped the spike and maybe put Boom, but then just nothing's clicking, man. Nothing's working.
We've been saying it already.
Yeah, makes sense.
They have the talent. They have the firepower. But unfortunately for them, the coordination of Boom Esports is just second to none. They haven't dropped a single round here on the attacking side.
lagi pada
This
kena.
is looking to be a possible 13-0. No caster curse here if ever. They have so much money to work with on the last round even. And sure, the guards
Santai dulu nggak sih, baru map 1.
Yes, we have seen some good plays from Nef, from Juicy, but it's just not enough versus the team effort from Boom.
Okay, there's a coping
Lagi lawan
here
tim Hornet,
somewhere
parah banget.
where
Parah banget.
Nggak boleh gitu.
Gitu.
The flip of it around, trying your best to get a couple here, but I mean, to say that at the least is kind of ridiculous because it is looking to maybe be a 12-0. We'll see at the 11-1. Trying your best can get that value on the guards as you were mentioning, but lots of force is actually being done here on B. No commitment.
Ini
as
Boom
the
lagi
smoke,
scream.
save some vision,
Ini
but
map pick
never
Boom.
mind. Mine's gonna be on C.
I mean, a single
Kan dia
point
bilang
will
13
do wonders for trying our best in terms of their confidence. But as of right now, Boom Esports
Santai dulu
finds
nggak
a way
sih?
towards an objective.
Santai dulu, masih 2 round nih.
Trying our best, but Famous now with a painful slob. It actually
Oke.
gets the
Oh,
destruction.
ya Tuhan. Kasian banget Shiro. Ya ampun, semangat dong.
Getting the advantage back. This waterfall position here from trying our best. So difficult to work with. In every single corner on the side. Beautiful wall. Don't go from Juicy. Even some the odds. Nano Swarm now popping. But Famous. Here we go yet again. It's picked
Bisa lah.
him with that shot. He's finding that final target. And here you go with an autograph even. It's 12-0 for Boom at the end
Ini
of the
tim musuh dari mana? Ini Bleed. Ini Malaysia Singapura kan? Ini Bleed yang dulu ya. Bleed Light ya, Bleed Light.
Just out of nowhere. Again, a haymaker, a counter swing from Boom Esports. And
Gabungan
we're
dia.
looking at, again, a
Gabungan ya.
possible 13-0 on the first map here on Lotus.
It's looking very likely from how Boom has been playing. Luckily for trying our best though, we still have Ascent, which was their map pick, up next. And we've seen for Boom in the history.
Yang itu 3 paling atas itu kan?
Juicy, Map sama siapa? Redland Bleed bukan?
And with what
ya?
they've done with Shiro
Itu
and Moria right now.
Siren emang Bleed. Gue nggak tahu Bleed. Gue juga nggak tahu.
Yang 2 paling atas
Oh.
udah fit.
Katanya yang nggak main gak sih yang Bleed? Crazy guy.
Okay, quick little burst.
Ah,
so
iya,
Zan doesn't
iya,
get
iya.
caught by any of the utility, and Shiro left on an island quickly. Dispensed with by
Gila.
and Zan's not done.
Lah.
He's not even close to
Lah.
the finish, but now he is.
Lah.
Sleep.
Waduh.
Lah.
4 versus 1. It's all gonna be down.
Kok
to that
gini?
lonely omen.
Yeah, and that's right. Maybe you're right.
Custom
Maybe
doang
Lucas
tryhard
is
gini.
that
Aduh,
attack
gue
inside
diem
the
deh,
back
gue diem dulu deh.
for the rally. But Moria still a threat with the classic. 1v3 for the time being.
Kalau Bleed asli nggak bisa ikut. Oh iya kah? Oh iya benar.
It's just gonna
Yeah,
be
exactly.
yeah. It's gonna be a maybe
Yeah.
looking for the frags. They don't know where
Komennya
he
sih
is.
ngakak
They're
sih.
guessing.
Oh, good surprise.
Apa-apa.
But not
Tuh.
enough for just the quick reactions of GC.
4 kata lucu apa tuh bang?
Have finally gotten the round on the board. The attacking side
Pistol
is famous for
round.
double anyway, so their chance here is
Absolutely. Again, trying to build that momentum.
Tapi waktu Ascension tuh 4 kata keren mulu.
Still one of those players that
4 kata keren. Ini lagi mode 4 kata lucu.
Mode boom lagi balik.
crackability.
Crackability. That's
Yeah.
a new one from you.
Mengajarkan
I know, I
air
just
pistol.
actually just coined that right. This is what happens when you don't cast for 2 months.
Where's my Asrai dictionary?
Kemarin kita wajarkan win rate pistol 50%. Lucu banget.
Try your best. They have a good chance to just take down the members of Boom. San has a rifle in hand. Low HP though for him. The flash comes on in from NC Slasher well, and Styron answers back with a
Walah.
trading some guns because of the low HP. Save. Juicy though has a boombot and has a deep lead.
Ih, gak kecil.
Now,
Ayo lawan cuek.
perfect. He gets 3 before he falls
No.
alone.
No.
Now, the Boom Esports are trying to steal this round away from Tiger Best.
Gila. That's so me. He's just like me for real. Reload depan musuh ya, Do. Bagus.
And his decision is to actually go all the way for the flag. I do like this because if he does get into Mound, he could get himself a weapon or 2 there.
Hai.
Maybe the sheriff. And you can see Neff is so aware of this that he's just, looking at both angles. Also wants to make sure that Juicy
Scrimnya Boom kok di live stream gini? Dan gitu ah.
Down. And yep, there it is. The pickup on the Vandal. This is very doable right now. 4
Ente.
shot, but denies.
Nice try. Buset.
Buset.
Santai ya, santai dulu bang. Santai bang.
Personal.
Ini personal sih.
Trying her best, gets a second. It was costly for them though. Boom Esports. I'm not too sure if they went for the force buy there. I think it was
Reload
just
dengan gaya. masih bakal dibahas nih sampai nanti.
Rifles to do it. The only single round
Padahal
they
udah keren-keren.
Iya,
take that risk just to end this map.
Yeah, and I mean, is it truly a risk when you
Yang
have
XP
10
Prex
rounds
yang
to
mana,
go
bro?
for it, so-
Yeah. I mean, the pressure's on trying their best.
Waduh.
They have to be able to stand tall against
What?
the paranoid. They'll get
Weh.
the connection, stand
Nice,
up,
nice,
push,
nice.
and famous
Oh, dia
bullet
maju.
Wah,
penalty.
gila, Budi jago banget.
Rumble and trying her best will
Ini dia.
the pressure yet again. The wall is
Omen
up.
idola gue.
Left to pick up the pieces of
Kasih
who's
tahu,
left behind.
13-2.
2 versus 5. And how can the attacking side
Gila.
even make
Katanya
their
kuaci yang panas berserk yang
here?
yang
Already
ditembaki.
by again. Styron Juicy, this is a struggle for them.
Emosi.
Swing though, Styron gets at least 1 to
Santai
work with.
dulu, santai
The job
dulu.
isn't done yet here for trying our best.
Gotta give the Siron. He's been getting a lot of these really good kills out of nowhere. The 1v1s. He's just clearing angles
Lah,
very cleanly here for trying your best. Still a team though. Numbers disadvantage. They have to start to get a pick first rather than getting the side itself. They know this. So they try to get a little bit cheeky. But position from Boom is so aware of that. Moria in a position. He hears both the footsteps now coming back into the site itself. It's turned into a 3-2. So good for trying your best to at least drop down the numbers of their opponent. But here comes the hard part. The retake of the Boom Esports players.
I love that call though for trying our best. Get that pick. Make sure it's still doable and go back to the A side that they've cleared out already. Boom though coming in on the top side. Juicy needs to find a sip of strength here. And he does so versus Moria. Something else perhaps. 2v2. Boombot stairs and
Mantap.
search though. Finds Siren along the way. And Boom Esports, the high ground, the best ground. And it has been their best map proven.
Ini masih latihan apa udah mulai? Ini udah map 1. Mohon maaf nih ya, udah kelar.
Udah beres map
Udah beres map 1-nya ya. Mohon maaf.
Gila.
13-0,
Gila.
13-2, still a
Agak jago-jago amat.
Iya. Habis makan apa sih?
massive from Boom here. We saw just how well this team
Restream sambil ASMR ya.
once they have time to just take a breather.
Boom main cepet mau maghrib.
In the place that they have in
Nggak
the past,
salah.
and now it looks so refined, at least here on Lotus.
Yeah, their mid-rounding, especially in that first half, was just second to none. They would always know where to find opportunity, always find a way to play off the smokes from Moria and Shiro, and then especially that
Gila. Nih gue sampai bingung tau yang jago tuh yang mana, kayak semuanya jago gitu. Semuanya main.
Semuanya main. Esports, and there's so much confidence right now for Boom.
Screamnya rapi banget sih.
In position to take the rest of the series.
Absolutely. Again, it is
Ternyata 2 poin yang dikasih Boom bentuk dari amal, soalnya Boom B-nya beramal. Oh gitu. Teorinya begitu.
Beramal.
Oke.
Masih doang nggak enak. Ini casternya kerjanya baru bentar.
Ini main cepet biar gue istirahat katanya.
Kasian, ada yang lagi watch party. Cepet-cepet.
Iya, benar.
We'll have to see again. It is going to be Ascent as we have seen, and always a good map for other teams to try to get that comeback if ever. In any case, guys, we are going on a break. When we come back, it's game number 2, so do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Iklan dulu kah? Iya, bro. Musuhnya suruh main anomali belum. Ntar kalau map 2 kelar, gua ajak main anomali.
This is global. This is packed arenas, home to the world's most passionate fans. This isn't only
Abis ini OT terus map 3 B lama. Jangan, please jangan. Dey, katanya match 2 kita aja yang main sama Swan. 3 lawan 5.
3 lawan 5 juga jadi.
Real.
This is a legacy of 20 plus years pushing esports forward. This isn't niche anymore.
Map 2 apa ya tadi?
Lupa gua. 350,000 attendees, 582 million live stream hours in 2020.
Lupa. Gua tadi lihat gue.
This is cheering together.
Pas bagi map kayaknya pas lagi kameranya mati sih.
Ntar gue lihat
nih.
Apa?
Kelihatan
Asen. Aman lah. Kayaknya.
Menang lah.
Bisa. Ayo yakinkan gue dong teman-teman.
This is ESL.
Yes.
Anomali kesayangan gue tuh apa ya? FBZ main jam berapa, Wak? Kurang tahu ya saya ya. Asen. Begini.
Nih FBZ ntar mainnya sama kita.
Waduh.
Swan FBZ.
Oh gitu. Berempat 4v5.
Iya. FBZ.
Mantap lah. Aman gaming guys, aman gaming. Si Baki mana? Wah kurang tahu saya. IGL-nya siapa, Shiro? Udah lihat yang di launch belum? Ada apa, bro? Mana sih? Woi, siapa? Udah boleh jumawa belum? Gue pengen bilang udah boleh, gue sendiri ngeri nih, ngeri sedap nih.
Boleh kok, boleh.
Boleh katanya boleh, bebas. Bebas jumawa.
Udah bebas masak mie dulu boleh.
Iya,
Ntar
boleh.
kalau menang,
Yuk. Ditinggal masak mie juga boleh.
boleh. Ini gue aja ninggal sambil kerjain tugas boleh banget. Kalau menang.
Sambil skripsian ya.
Bisa
Aman,
kan
ya.
belum nonton sambil skripsian.
Aman, guys.
Soalnya nggak nambah beban pikiran, kayak udah tahu menang gitu.
Waduh. Ih, gue takut banget deh.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at ESL Clash of Nations closed qualifiers. I will just have to say this, man. Here comes the boom. Big boom up against Trying Your Best in that first map of Lotus. And being that it is a best of 3, you are looking right now for Ascent for maybe Trying Your Best to turn things around.
Yeah, it's been an explosive start there from Boom Esports, especially on that attacking side, man. 12-0 in that first half. Unparalleled.
Boom ada
all
meet
throughout
and
the
greet
server.
di
Big
Hub Live
plays
12 November
especially.
include bisa
Controllers
ketemu
were
BA
first
nggak?
also showing up in
Ada gue
very
sih, guys.
clutch moments. And
Ada
really
Kuaci
just
juga,
show
ya
Boom
nggak?
Esports
Ya nggak deh?
Ayo,
back
gue juga
and the
datang kok.
better.
Ada
Tanggal berapa sih?
tanggal
12?
12.
Trying our best. You can
Ayo,
see the
ayo.
talents there, but this
Ada
isn't Boom
tuh,
Esports.
ada
This is
gua,
a
ada
team-
Kuaci.
this is just team with
Yang
long
berkoar-koar
battles
pengen
in
foto
first place
Ci,
in
pengen
different
foto Ci.
generations, and
So
without
atuh
perhaps a bit of that
silakan.
synergy, it's not
Oh,
working for Trying Our
dapet
Best, as you
rame
can see.
ini. Sekalian sama player
Yeah,
lain
true.
juga banyak.
We are seeing a
Deal.
lot more
Kayaknya aku pengen ini
plays where they
fansign
just do
Boom
one-off
Berserk.
things.
Waduh.
Jadi
Best
datang.
result.
Aku juga mau ini, mau fansign ini jaketnya gue mintain tanda tangan boleh kali.
Iya.
Okay, so for Trying Your Best, it's ADK, guys. It's assist, death, and kills, just so that you don't get
Tenang,
fooled with
tenang.
Tenang
people.
sepaket
9
kok.
kills
Iya.
right now for
Nah,
Death.
itu dah.
The highest one has got to be Juicy. Juicy
Yeah.
has been hitting some shots
Nah,
here, but again,
urusannya
as I
tinggal
mentioned,
dulu.
Ya, urusannya tinggal.
not really leading up to
Ketemu gue
any
dulu.
significant round
Tuh shoot
differential
berapa
Lebih
duit
penting.
nih?
wins for
Gratis,
Trying Your Best.
guys,
We get
gratis.
some
Foto
incredible
sama gue
one-kill,
gratis
two-kill
sekarang.
situations. It's
Yeah.
not enough,
Nggak
and I
bayar
thought they were
lagi.
trying their
Iya,
best in
dulunya
that
kalau
last
jaket
game,
tuh
Asarai,
harus
that
apa sih
there
nggak
were
boleh
certain
foto
players
gitu.
especially that were trying to force
Kalau
the issue.
foto
Big
kayak
moments
ada
there from
eventnya
San
gitu,
in the
nggak
pistol
boleh
round.
foto
Other times
kayak
he
ketemu di
still
jalan
gets
minta
invited
foto
by
gitu.
Paranoia. He's still
Nggak
gonna
boleh.
push. He still wants to
Ini
go
kayak
for
kalau
it. Same
ketemu
thing
di
for
mall gitu
Styron
nggak
and
bisa
some of the
Nggak
off
bisa.
angles that he would
Nggak
take.
boleh.
So now that we're going to their map pick, which is Ascent, I am expecting a lot more coordination from Trying Our Best and a lot more discipline. This is such a solved map, Asarai. So many people know how to play Ascent, and looking at Boom Esports,
Sama
they
kok
just
Gary bisa nggak?
go with the meta
Dia datang nggak ya? Dia datang nggak ya?
Yeah, true. Again, they're the team
Kayak
that
Bumin kok Gary
just
datang nggak?
doesn't change the
Datang lah
status
harusnya.
quo on a set, right? I don't know. It's always my gripe that we only see these 5 agents for the most part on Ascent. Your Jet, your KO, AJ. You know, basically the whole business. We might see Trying Your Best try to do something with the Harbor or something. I do want to see that. I think we saw that with Bleed. a couple of
Raur,
months ago.
janganlah di channel orang.
I have to double check. I don't want to just spit out bad information.
BA-nya boleh dibawa
Give me a
pulang
moment.
nggak? Nggak dong.
But I'm gonna talk about Boom
Nggak
Esports.
dong.
I'm capping. They did not
Okay.
do that. It was another team.
Okay. Don't worry, Asarai. I didn't hear it, so I'm just gonna move on about Boom. And we've seen from Boom Esports, especially in this map pool, that they're starting on their stronger side for the first 2 maps that they started on the attacking side, which has been more successful for them on Lotus. Now we've seen them on defense be so stalwart in how they hold down the sites. But I feel like the exploitation here for trying her best coming into this matchup is when we move over to Boom.
Shoot gratis sumpah. Gak bohong, gak bakal gue palakin. Kuaci, itu dipanggil tuh. Kak Kuaci.
Now into Boom Esports, will it be enough to alleviate the woes that Boom Esports has once we get into that second half?
Gue lagi bikin latar belakang ya.
How big is the
Lagi bikin latar
that they
belakang.
have the two Bigatron players, right? Because at a certain point, Bigatron was the strongest team, right, in the tournaments that they were joining. I think in late or mid part of this year. I think
Stage 1.
Hari-hari nugas.
And especially that Bigatron and Made in Thailand were kind of two big
Ini biar
surprises
cepet-cepet
that
jadi
didn't
full
make the
time
session.
streamer.
Anjay.
Boom was struggling in
Siapa
stage
yang gak
1,
sabar
Thailand,
Kuaci
the
jadi
Thailand
full
side
time
was just
streamer.
such a dominating
Biar
team.
streaming
And
tiap
everyone was
hari
expecting those two
Kuaci.
teams to actually face off against
Gangguin
Session, but we didn't
streamnya
get that.
Jess.
We got Sasha, we got Boom Esports. Now with
Gue
Boom,
ajakin
he's
mabar
getting
biar
some of the
dia
best players
historinya
from such a strong
red
starting
carpet.
roster
Waduh,
this year.
enggak gue mah gak
Then
apa-apa.
maybe it can be even better. Yes, you still miss the I'd say the presence of Blaze King and of course Severin, who has retired from Valorant play, I believe. But right now, from what we saw so far in that first map, it has tried, tested, and it worked. And speaking of, here you go again,
Apa?
Asrai. KO
itu
Sova,
Juicy pakai
the way
apaan?
Boom loves to play.
the way
Belum
everybody
Udah
loves to
pakai
play this
agent.
thing. Again, I
Belum
know
ngepick,
it's
guys.
how it's the
Ayo
best
pick
of
you.
anything you could want
Lagi
on
kayak main
this
unrated.
map.
Ayo Juicy, pick Juicy.
Playability with this one, you have
Pick.
some questions.
Nggak pakai agent kan.
Every
Terus
single
mainnya
player
gimana?
just
Spektator.
because of his
Iya,
powerful
mainnya berempat.
That being
Lagi
said,
dia
though,
nggak
on
ada
the other side, for trying your
agentnya.
best, they
Tuh,
still
katanya
go for
ada
the
yang mau
double
foto
duelist.
sama
They
lu,
will put
Kuaci.
Juicy now on his
Datang,
jet,
datang
and
nanti.
Sam
Oh,
will be
datang
on the ring. A lot of
makanya.
dueling potential here on
Hari-hari
their attacking
menugasi
side, but like you
lah.
mentioned, Dax, it is going to be
Tugas nomor
Boom starting on
satu.
the defense, which is their
Red
preferred
carpet
side. to be
sendiri
honest.
aja nggak usah
Yeah, it's not
ngajak-ngajak.
surprising.
Berdua
Trying your
lebih
best in the
baik
squad,
Booming.
that will run double duels as much as possible.
Biar BA Boom merah semua kan, warna kita kan
Biar
merah.
boom banget.
Iya,
Iya,
boom
boom
banget.
banget.
Iya.
San and Juicy,
Or the
if
new
they get
agent.
heated on up, then they're good to go, right? They're good to go. And what did you just say to me?
Or the new agent that's
Oh, the
coming
new
out.
agent who
Yeah.
ISO?
Yeah.
That's probably one for the LAN, man. That's one for the LAN.
It's going to be a while.
Dude, I know you're just trying to make me say we'll see deadlock, and we won't see deadlock. No way, no way. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I know. Unless she gets like a significant buff, it's not gonna happen. But it's so fun to see the yoinks. The annihilation is just so satisfying. It's like if you get hit by it, it's a skill issue because you didn't dodge it.
and while Aswai's trying to force this tournament to have deadlock in the rosters, we did see though again for Boom Esports, between the double initiator, they're gonna be gathering a lot of intel with it. I do wonder though how we'll see NC Slasher slot in, especially on that KO role right now for Boom. because
Bisa
those new
ini nih
additions
gue
is something we've been talking
sambil
about
rebahan.
counting so far for Boom. It worked on the first map, but coming into the second, will this be trying our best territory?
Buset.
Udah
nyantai
menang ya,
banget
udah
tuh.
menang ya.
Oh santai, santai
No,
dulu
we
kan.
have begun things.
Ntar kesantaian lagi.
If it's gonna be a straight shot onto the A side, I actually like this. This is a great bet because no KJ utility to be had. That one-way smoke immediately forces them to go the opposite direction, but it's going to be a short push. Well, you can already see right now the hesitance of NC Slasher just back away first. And it's a bit of a split here, and this could get bloody very soon.
Ih,
Has marked their target
Ih.
already.
Oh.
NC Slash and Moria on the board to fight back. Neff though gets the answer, but the damage has been done.
3v2.
Though we're trying our best. Boom with the advantage, and the rotation coming in from
Oh.
Shiro as well as
Yeah.
Famous. Big shot from Famous. Everything's left to Neff now in a 1v3. And as he tosses out the smoke, he'll back away for the time being. Boom though,
Sisa satu.
they kept tabs of the angles that their opponents would come from, and it was quick work from them.
Their timings are so good as well. They just basically went for the contact before, like right the second before trying your best.
Juicy
actually tried to
kasihkan
do
main
anything.
cooking mama.
That
Maksudnya
is
apa tuh?
so annoying to try to deal with.
Gak ngerti
If
nih
you're
gue
on
nih.
the attacking side, which again, trying your best is now Neff. 30 seconds. He's got a chance to just rotate, but because the KJ is still alive,
30 seconds left.
so much of the position where he can push through is you know, still well defended by the alarm bot and turret. So going through B main is going to be the good option.
Yeah.
And okay, timing is so good with the activation of the Dinosaur. That just buys a little bit more time.
It's crazy from Boom that they're so
Oh, he opened it.
so much so experts along the way, and you said it. Opening the door right now, I wonder what's the play here.
Kenapa dia buka pintu, kocak?
Baru kemarinnya aku ditutup
Kok
juga.
dibuka, halo?
A second smoke even just
Akankah 4 kata keren atau 4 kata lucu? Ini possibly 4 kata keren sih. 4 kata keren.
He was ready all the way at the end.
4 kata
And
keren
boom,
ternyata.
they'll take the pistol yet again.
Man, Shiro not flinching at all to the darkness, encroaching right in
Top 1
front of
tadi
him.
nggak ada
This man
timeout, nggak ada yang
fears
ambil timeout
not
kayaknya.
the death, but rather the loss of the round. So he's just like, no, I'm not gonna fear you, and just cleans it up.
Yeah, dude. It's when someone says scared, and he's like, nah, I'm good.
And this is the perfect time too, because like literally tomorrow is Halloween.
Ah, spooky. You want to be in costume tomorrow?
I don't have costumes right now.
Oh no, dude!
I
come
gave away all of my
on.
costumes because there
Come
was
on,
not enough of them.
please. Asrai, please be in costume. I'll be in one. I'll be in one if you are.
What costume do you have?
I have a bunch, dude. I did the bananas pajamas the other day.
Maybe I'll borrow from you and just have it like move. Anyways, speaking of movement, there's a lot of movement on the A side. There you go.
Gimana kalau Kuaci aja yang di timeout? Kasian Min, lagi nugas Min, tau-tau di timeout kan. Ya ampun.
Gue lagi diem aja.
And this does
Wah,
Trying
gila, Budi.
to work it, but Moria, the TP is so smart, and as you mentioned,
Gila, Budi jago banget. Gila, Oman idola gue.
Boom again, just putting a wall in front of Trying Our Best, daring them to cross.
Man, okay. Double smoke so that he can just get maybe an angle, push himself slower into the site. But yeah, when bullets are peppered everywhere, that ain't gonna help you.
Yeah.
So Shiro's gonna make a bit of noise here. I wonder if he has, or not Shiro, excuse me, but the Sova for Trying Your Best. Maybe he's gonna throw a dart there on B, try to get the attention. Styron here, yeah, because he has a dart right now. Maybe gravitates a little bit of the attention, but even so, 5 versus 2, probably not.
Boom, just keeping their stations, and just to correct myself, it's not anti-ego. This is a force buy here from Trying Our Best, so this is so perfect for Boom. Shut down the initial push.
Nice.
They get rid of the spike and Retla along the way, and now, what can Styron really do? He's trying to come in with a sheriff in hand, Bulldogs on the other side.
Gila kan?
Spark from Moria is
Budi
already
jago
such a
banget.
good angle to work with.
Tutor Oman Kak Budi.
Trying Our Best have no money to work with
Gila.
now.
I can't remember if I've ever
Budi ya,
I think I've
diem-diem
casted
ya.
Moria maybe a few times
Jago
in the
banget
past,
emang.
but this
Oman
is the first
idola,
time
Oman
that his
idola.
plays
Malam
are
Lili.
really sticking it to my my memory banks. I'm not a robot, but you know, just wanted to use that terminology. Anyways,
Oman gue.
but gotta say,
Oman gue
these
perlu
past two
ditutorin,
maps, man,
makanya
Rose
tutor please Kak
Omen
Budi.
has just been so smooth. They're repositioning the timings, the assistance for his teammate, and of course, just to add to that, the fragging capabilities of this man. Again, it is up against Trying Your Best, which is struggling with how their coordinated attacks can go, but
Yeah.
still works
Wah.
in the end. And Juicy,
Gila,
there
Juicy.
you
Wow,
go.
wow,
Two
wow,
shots
wow,
with
wow,
the
wow.
sheriff, and that opens up an opportunity.
Santai dulu,
here.
santai dulu.
Kena sate ya.
Ih, kayak iya deh.
To give a chance here to Trying Our Best, dashing on in right now. Big momentum for him, and
Wah.
Nap also getting on the board. But NC Slasher,
Waduh.
different plans right now onto the side here by both houses. Waiting for anyone to come his way. Flash comes on in. 2 for NC Slasher so far, holding down the line by his lonesome. This is his hill to die on, but he's surviving, he's thriving, and he gets 3 before
Waduh.
he's felled. It's 2v1 now. Everything's left to Berserks, but Neff, a different plan. The doorway's open. He wants to go for the
Bisa lah,
push,
1v1,
but Berserks is a
1v1.
better shot there. It's 1v1 now. Incredible clutch
Bisa.
moments from both teams, but it has to go
Yep,
down
no.
to the isolated fight. Berserk still going for the tap. Styron on the inside. Gets the reload going. Styron wants to let loose a dart. Get that intel turret into play as well. The Scando gets the connection. Berserks, this is dangerous for him. Trying our best.
Tahu gak sih dia?
Different angle onto the side. The swing comes and Berserks brings
Tuh,
it.
James katanya.
Another win for Boom. When the going
James
gets
nih
tough.
bos katanya. Yay.
Wait, did Berserks actually knew that his turret doesn't spot that left side of the B site and he just scanned Styron there?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yo,
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And I want to point this out here, Asarai. I think we can firmly establish this. Berserks is gonna be that sentinel player for Boom Esports.
Oh,
He
yeah.
used to play, I believe, that KO back in the previous iteration of Boom. And right now he's showing so much mastery.
Omen Budi kagak
of
pernah
his role,
smoke-nya
so
bolong-bolong.
much value with the utility, the intel that you mentioned, and Boom again, just getting better.
Gila
and
sih tadi
better
Takal
from
nge-hold-nya.
USC
Iya
throughout
bener.
the year.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Ih,
the
ih,
flash
males
and dash. No flash
banget.
and dash here, but all the wall bangs with the Odin. And look at
Mainnya
the
Odin.
damage. Without a Sky, without a healer, you do get value, guys, and yes,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Ih,
every
Shiro.
wall
Ih,
is
kenapa
valid.
sih?
Asarai, it's not the Korean flash and dash, it's the Indonesian Odin spam.
Ya, pada Indonesian audience spam.
Right?
Yeah,
Gak
no,
apa.
no, you're absolutely right.
Kalau dapat kill dimaafin kekerincannya.
But yes.
It's hard also because Famous has the operator here. And Boom's just ready for this push again. And you mentioned it, trying our best, low HP on 2 targets. Famous, this can be easy pickings if he doesn't miss that first shot.
Okay, there it is. Bit of utility. Throws out both the mollies just to delay the offense. 50 seconds for trying your best here. They
Zero
can go for that
psikopat
rotation,
mode.
but they've also bought out
Enggak. Belum
hitting,
dapat
stopping,
kill. Santai dulu
skills,
santai dulu.
abilities here of Boom. That Smoke's about to participate in Famous. Ooh, timing. I think he's just looking at an angle here, waiting for Juicy. Does Juicy have a dash? If he doesn't, this is going to be difficult for him to push up into
30
Famous, who's
seconds
just so locked in with that operator.
Keeping tabs, especially on the cross. Sad,
Ooh,
Juicy. Okay, but Shiro, the Odin gets value. Here comes a shot.
Yeah.
Paranoid
Oh,
to play as well.
tidak.
Berserk is the one who collects the kills instead from the Speedway. Just a
Alah,
red
kapan
light
nge-kill
brought
yang
out here
Berserk?
by Boom Esports. Trying our best,
Uh,
cannot cross whatsoever. And instead, they
Tadi
have
sih
become
waktu
casualties
si-
along the way. 4-0
si
now.
Fikri kena
Boom,
flash.
repeating success from the first map.
And that was, again, you could understand what was going in the thought process there of trying your best. Let's just re-hit the site. They've already used the things that make it difficult for us to enter, but still the firepower,
Apakah
the
pakai-
crossfires were set up for Boom Esports here. Again,
Ada bos.
Ada bos.
Ada bos. Oh iya.
opportunity.
Halo Jess, kapan
missed
kita
here
stack
from
begini?
all that defense, and
Bos.
the continues for trying your best here. Now that we're
Kita
getting
lain
around
cerita
ending
nih kalau
58
stacknya.
here of the players, Retla, Zan, 0 and 4 on the kills.
Kalau
These
stack kan kita
players,
cuma bawa
this
satu
team
player nih bos
definitely
ya.
struggling.
Yeah, it's just been ice cold here from trying our best.
Walah.
Maybe the Hunter's
Mantap.
Fury, Juicy though. Reckless abandon. Berserk's catching out to
Wah.
Zero, avoiding.
Waduh, walah.
Hungry for the ace, maybe he
Tuh.
can get it here. The scan connects also. And he wants it as right. Berserks, he's hounding Styron here. Ready now, get the insight perhaps, and Berserks! Oh, he couldn't get it! Denied, yes, no highlight for him. But the round still goes
5
his way.
HP.
Apaan nih bos, potong gaji woi, gak bisa gitu.
Just there, it's gonna spoil the fun of Boom. He's gotten some good rounds. And
Gila, gila.
still on Famous. I think he was also very aware
Parah.
that Boom was trying to do that.
Udah RR disedot gak disapa. Ah, gila banget. Bos, itu bukan salah saya ya.
Terus salah bos gitu maksud lo.
Oh, enggak gitu.
Parah banget.
Salah Shiro, kurang gendong. Oke.
He
Doesn't
got
matter.
He removed the ace from the equation. In the end, though, you said it, as right. It doesn't matter right now because Boom, they have so much money to work with. They have all the momentum, and trying our best have not found the best way to get in these sites.
Oh, real kah? Ih, gas banget.
A trial on short once again isn't really a bad opportunity here. Moria spots it out. Zan's getting closer and closer. but he's
OTW
gonna
dari
back
sekarang
away.
kali.
Everything's being thrown.
Streamnya gue
all in
tinggal.
his direction. You gotta be careful. So that is
Enggak,
good.
deng.
Flash,
Enggak,
fragment,
deng.
as well as the paranoia gives them, again, lesser utilities to deal with and to worry
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Boom,
decent utility
Juicy.
burn.
Gila,
And
Juicy.
even more so courtesy of Juicy. He
Gila,
just
Juicy
hits
sakit
those
juga
lucky
tembakannya.
shots. And that's at least one thing Try Our Best can utilize along the way. Here comes now from the shadows to get a bit of intel. Juicy though scoped in, looking to find a pick with the operator. He's picked up from his opponents. And boom. They're sticking around in cover, but still, 2 on site here as the split now looking to come on in. But the suppress is there to get value. NC Slasher with pop flash as well. And as Shiro tries to go for the covering fire, Moria's the one onto the side. Shiro also on the board, but the damage has been done. With the advantage, the timing though could have been better for Juicy, but he's full cover. And as you always say, every wall is baggable. There's no escape for Juicy whatsoever.
Tyron. Spotted by Shiro. Now they know it's 2 versus 1 on the A side. They're going to isolate. They're going to try to compress and just try to pinch as quickly as they can before Styron can get and help out Retla. Retla's got to hold on. Nanoswarm to give him a little bit of space. This is going to be very, very difficult. Out of nowhere, comes into space, and that is a great round for trying your best.
Ente banget.
Another point for them to work within the series.
Nice try, nice try.
Gagal 13-0.
On the cross, he made the long flank happen, and especially the 2 picks there towards the Jenny. Because of the stall that we saw from Boom, you said it a while ago, they wanted to go for the 2v1, but since trying our best kept a little bit more patient, a little bit more reserved, they got the angle that they needed to win a round with.
Absolutely. Very crucial, very needed. But of course, Boom, their pockets be deep. They got some rounds to give away, and they got money to keep buying for days. Trying your best. They got themselves this default where they pressure for A, and then it doesn't work. They switch somewhere on short. But now it doesn't matter. Just gonna push, especially with the lockdown at their heels, helping them out.
And as of right now, 2 by 3. Esports, Moria. Timing! Nando giving chase, and Moria just hopping away like a bunny, surviving for the time being.
Gila timingnya nyebelin banget.
Here might be a chance for trying our best. The fragment though bouncing on the walls gives at least a bit of space on the board. Retla here also heating on up and trying our best. Looking better on the aim, better on the game. Naf. Oh, okay, there you go. We're trying our best.
Apa yang terjadi?
Kok hilang?
Up, down, left, right.
Apa yang terjadi, teman-teman?
Range only for me.
Apa itu?
You're absolutely right. You mentioned it as well, right? Juicy just able to create that support. He's looking, at least these past 2 rounds, a whole lot more confident with how he
Ente 2 kali.
Maybe there's call somewhere here. I'm not sure who's the IGL for trying your best, but the call is right now to just go very quickly and try to get as much value from that initial shock and awe at the very start for to clear out these rounds. And it is actually working. Look at where Boom
James galak nih, Bang James katanya tuh, kata bos.
Elsewhere on the map, and they're getting caught right now.
Iyalah, bos.
Iyalah, bos.
KJ lockdown, it really doesn't matter at all.
Sampai dulu, bos, postingannya, bos.
Trying to get a kill. That's actually going to backfire on him. No one's looking in his direction. Where is he? There he is. Zan's down.
There you have it. Boom already making their way towards the side. Famous already halfway on the defuse and trying our best. They're strong with the
ya Allah, kasihan banget.
It's Boom with the victory. Big picks along the way, trying their best.
Juicy sih.
Exits, especially Juicy.
Gila sih.
In the end, it's 6-2 right now, I believe, and Boom Esports still with the round to recover with.
Okay, that was just I think that was just hubris from trying your best, no? Because they literally stayed in the site hoping to get like these exit kills. I get Zan because he's the Reyna. If he gets a dismiss, he's not gonna get tagged by the lockdown. But Juicy was also hit by the lockdown, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why he was just getting just clobbered by the Nanoswarm.
Hasn't that been the problem of trying our best though? Just so overeager to force that contact, and they're able to win out duels most of the time. But in those situations, Boom, better position, a better shot from Famous, and already the smokes are gone here for trying our best.
Iya kan?
Not good at all.
Ya kayak lawan public.
So many angles that they have to worry with. And again, Zan isn't on a position where he's been successful enough to beat out any of the players from Boom just yet. Famous in the corner here. He can hit the shot, which he does, especially with that glorious stuff from him. Doesn't heal, actually just relocates.
Aduh.
Or something, and with Styron getting another one, absolutely.
Yeah, trying our best.
Sulit. Bisa lah. Masing-masing dapat 2 menang. Udah 1 tuh.
timing impeccable. Retla caught out in the middle, goes for the dart as well.
Hah?
I believe that's gonna be able to mark anyone on site, so they have to break it. Immediately,
Aku
Intel given
telat,
to Boom.
iya, kamu
There's
telat.
still members here for tryingourbest. Less trying to play close berserk,
Yuk.
so better yet again.
Bisa.
It's 2v2 now, as Styron will get caught with his
Satu
head
lagi,
peeking,
yuk,
and
bisa,
Berserk with another
yuk.
one. It's up to Juicy to make magic happen
Juicy
yet
lah ya.
again. He's been hitting incredible shots,
Oh,
and
he
Dash
dashed.
is there though. Burning time, but Berserk is unbeatable, man! 3 for him,
Mantap.
and boom! They make it 7.
Oh.
Mantap.
That one step from Juicy where he dashed away immediately told you that Boom's got this in the bank. Unless Berserk loses that fight, which he usually doesn't. As you can see right now, he's 12-4-2. That was already a retake. Down in the books. Absolutely strong stuff from Berserk. They were outnumbered, and he somehow got all of these kills bit by bit, marched himself onto A, and said, Shiro, I will carry you on my back, my 6'4" friend.
How do you know his height?
644.
It's the KDA 6'4".
Waduh, Bu Kuaci tuh, lihat tuh, Kuaci. Lihat tuh, si Pak Bos.
Bu Kuaci jam
Feel
berapa
like I'm
itu
gonna tell you
jago
how tall a
banget.
player is, man. They're usually sitting down. Well, that's right.
Makan. Makan sayur.
Makan sayur.
Makan sehat.
James lagi gacor parah deh. Gila, gila.
Wants to find that pick as per usual. Playing the smoke. But timing better from Moria. Hunter's Fury though the answer, and Moria actually tried to get away, but Styron is able to.
Nih juga nih Budi nih.
Iya kan? Emang jago sih dia.
Ini
Budi sih jago.
Respecting Juicy and his angle, but now the Hunter's Fury is let loose by Boom. Berserks again though, with a clear and the kill. Another one.
Gila. Beneran loh.
Getting them all again and again and again. There's no beating this guy.
Shiro sambil CHC kayaknya masih menang, gak boleh gitu. Jumawa.
Oh, I was kind of wondering who's gonna start
Dilarang
taking that fight.
Jumawa, guys.
Jumawa ini mulai.
Mulai.
Man, he is fearless. He just does not miss any of these fights. Literally, anyone that walks up to him, stands tall, gets immediately dwarfed by how just aggressive and, well, accurate Berserk's truly has been. There were some really good positions here just to, again, get some catch-offs from tryingourbest, but it just didn't work against Berserks.
I mean, this was the Berserks that we saw starting on Boom Esports, especially back in that duelist role. He had to step down a little when Famous came on in. He moved over to initiate the role, but here on second,
Gila. Gila banget, Juicy.
Always a threat to deal with.
Masuk langsung kena.
Udah gak sabar main CHC, bos. Jangan disuruh main CHC, bos. Biarin dia main Valo.
Also, Shiro waiting for someone to cross towards main, and setting checkpoint after checkpoint. There's no crossing versus Moria, and here we go. Juicy
sih beneran. Banyakin jongkok lu.
Unrelenting. 9-2.
Kasih tahu nggak?
James, udah dikasih tahu.
Of who you can beat and who you can't beat. So at the very top, there's Berserks. Right below him is Juicy. Right below
Nih
that is
viewersnya pada
Moria.
Jumawa, anjir pengen Jumawa juga.
Iya kan? Gue juga jadi ingin
Jadi kayak
ini.
If you get this clash specifically, it's this person who wins and Boom Esports.
Kayak kalau lu lagi main kompe 12-5 gitu, gue pengen ngetik GG gitu. Katanya di comeback. Gue tuh takut kayak gitu.
Invited for a reason.
Yeah.
Famous though. Can't hit the shot, has to back away.
Neff, the double shotted step for either short contact
Eh?
or mid elevation contact. I like the idea.
I have the spike.
They don't get any picks, but they do get some massive control on mid, which does work in their favor. But look at how far Shiro's pushed up
Yeah.
here, all the way on B. Immediately spotted by the alarm bot. If they press right now, they might be able to catch Shiro on B main, and he's trapped. They already know about this, setting up the utility. But because they're a little bit slow on the uptake, he somehow manages to get himself out, as well as that market control, and even shuts the door at any opportunity to open up the B site.
Yeah, buy one, take one towards the market, and Shiro loving that deal. Juicy though, dashing forward, lockdown gonna be the answer from Berserks, and the pressure's on here for
Yeah.
Do they force the issue?
Yeah.
Going with the utility, going for the Odin stab,
Oh.
Berserks again. so precise on the shot.
Ha.
Famous right now for home, and Famous just clobbering him with the knives, and it's all left to Juicy.
Emang
now
boleh
with a
KJ
1v3.
sejago
Here
ini?
we go yet again. Time running out from the shadows is cancelled, but Berserk
Tutorian.
is ready.
Santai dulu gak sih?
And he will lose the aim duel this time.
Reels
Big
di boom,
checkmate
di
by
IG
Juicy
boom
on the
ada.
beat.
Gue lagi tutorin Berserk main Killjoy.
Inilah Killjoy jago yang
Smoke
sesungguhnya.
actually doesn't work in his
Yeah.
favor here. He still has... Oh, he's making so much noise. They're gonna double up.
Aman.
Hit him.
Aman
Flash will.
aja. Gading neng.
So close and
Dia nge-whiff. Juicy nge-whiff.
Now the hierarchy
Gila,
varies.
gue tidak berpikir akan pernah melihat.
Just on top of things.
Dari
That's
tadi
why
dia one-tap
10-2.
gila.
Commanding first half yet again. And this is what we've been saying throughout the series. Boom, they
Wah.
starting on the sides that they
Apa nih?
prefer, and they make wonders happen with it. 12-0 last time, 10-2 now. Only a few rounds to go to sweep the series. It has to be trying our best, taking this pistol away yet again, like that first map, to give them a chance.
Can it though? Especially with the double duelist on the opposite side of the spectrum here for the kills. Juicy at 12, Zan at 2. He really has to step up right now on that Reyna. Again, we all know. It's been out for years.
Ya,
Reyna needs
Kamis.
to hit those shots to get the
Kamis
value
ada apa
on the
ya cuy?
abilities.
Nggak ada apa-apa kok. Ya buffering.
On the abilities, but
Woi, stream gue mati nih, kocak.
margin for him to play around.
Guys, sabar guys. Stream gue mati guys. Tunggu ya, tunggu.
Streamer buffering.
Sumpah. Kocak sih. Ya. Wah, ngakak sih. Apa sih ya Allah? Kok nggak bisa?
Yes.
Sorry banget nih, gimana caranya?
So
Bisa
dangerous.
menikmati.
Bow and arrow out. This is why you don't bring the hamstrings.
Tanda
A
bentar.
gunfight. And Retro Raptors, the only one standing.
Yang di YouTube apa namanya, woi?
I think
Mars.
it's just exits.
Mars.
Sama nggak sih?
Sama ya.
I already
Sama-sama.
got so
Sorry banget, gue panik guys.
Sabar ya.
Udah.
ESL
Aman.
aja.
Aman ya guys ya, aman.
To a gunfight. And Retro Raptors, the only one standing here to try our best.
And Famous just exits. He's like,
Keburu
do
menang.
this. I already got so much value already. 10 HP. I'm gonna even add
Keburu
more
menang ini,
value.
Mas.
Just waste that
Udah
time.
woi.
And that spike's ticking. Redless gonna have to break the door. They all break the door. Come.
Nice, Jess.
Hah?
Push play.
Oh iya,
They saw where the
sorry.
Killjoy turret was already activated. Red Life
Di
against the 4K
tutorin
after that,
klasik
they can get
gak?
in this round, but not even that.
They were like, look at the spike. Look to the
Gua
left.
buka
right
apa
to the
sih?
right. Okay,
Gua
we
tadi
got
buka
it
apa
and
sih?
get the pistol. So 3 out of 4 pistol rounds. 1 here by Boom Esports.
Yalah.
And again, just what we saw like in that Lotus.
Panik dikit nggak ngaruh. Panik banyak sih gue.
Move it around the map, giving them opportunity. We're trying our best. It's still trying to set up.
Absolutely right on that one. Boom, they got everything. They have gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Got who sits in what?
Galore.
All right,
You got-
sorry. There's gonna be an A push. We see it already right now.
Yeah, of course.
Udah 4
They
kata
have
keren
against
tadi guys.
Anti-eco, I believe, here from Boom. They go for the teleport.
Oh,
as
it
well.
TPs.
Yeah,
wait,
it's so
Oh.
aggressive right now.
4 kata
In
keren.
position, NC Slasher also the frag. Just
Woohoo.
down sand to an absolute minimum. And from this point on, this is another round for Boom to take. What else can trying our best do in this series? They've just been outclassed in that coordination, and Boom, for a team that may lack those shot callings, it really feels like they're
Santai
calling
dulu.
all the shots here, Asrai, in this series. Styron fighting back with a 1, but that's all he's gotten so far. And with the sheriff in hand, Famous. Here we go again. Paparazzi called. They wanted that kill back. Famous with that
4 kata
final
keren,
blow.
KJ top
This is
frag
serious
cuy.
for
Tuh,
Boom.
gila
Oh.
emang dah.
In that first map, we had
Emang lah.
Emang
no
lah.
chance to get the 13 to 0.
Gimana ya?
But if this
Tuh.
series ends,
Sulit lah, sulit ya.
to get
Sulit
a
emang.
13 to
Jamesnya
2
lagi
back to
gacor,
back,
guys.
with the first map on Lotus
Emang
was
gimana ya?
13 to 2,
Ya apa rahasianya
with
Kwaci?
Boom winning that. So
Bilang makan sayur.
Oh, makan sayur guys.
Kayak Popeye.
oh,
Heeh.
Makan gayem.
score for the map.
Well, it makes all our lives easier if that's the case, but life hasn't been easy here for trying our best. One last chance, and they have the rifles to work with. Bonus time here for Boom. They keep the Bulldogs that they had from that last round. And here we go yet again. Famous for the entry. Moria in position. 1-for-1 for the time being. Sam getting into cover.
Udah nggak sih? Udah nggak sih?
Value before his demise is Juicy on top of the rafters right now, and Neff. He goes for the paranoia. Juicy wants to swing off that slowly. And Berserks might not see this coming, but he's in cover so far here. Alarm bot in position even. And Juicy, he's trying to dash, but a swing from Berserks.
Aman ya teman-teman.
Aman ya,
Aman udah ya teman-teman ya.
Habis ini gue mau lanjut skripsi dulu ya.
Habis ini mau turun dulu guys. Nyenyak nih gue.
Berserks. He's ready with his own teammate
Udah tinggal tutup mata, tutup telinga. Udah tahu gue ini menang. Udah. Mahkotamu lagi di last king. Langsung aja, kan? Langsung aja kasih piala ke Boom. Kalau menurut gue, ya kan?
In this series, no one is able to stop this man, and it really does goes to show. And that series
Keren dah.
just ended in the blink of an eye, 13-2.
Gelo,
Back to back on Lotus.
Gila-gila.
Just goes to show how much preparation or how much.
Guys, jangan lupa di like guys.
Jangan lupa di like.
Oh, yang nonton berapa, yang like berapa.
Nah, tuh. Banyak kan yang nonton deh, ada yang like. Kan.
Udah menang di like dulu.
Yuk, udah menang di like dulu yuk. Jangan kebiasaan yuk. Yuk, bisa yuk. Puji Tuhan, kelar cepet gawe. Makasih ya teman-teman udah nemenin watch party hari ini. Jangan lupa, jadwalnya kapan lagi sih? Tanggal 2 ya? Boom main lagi tanggal 2 deh.
And as of right now, they're moving on to our next round in the upper bracket.
See you.
What a show of
di next party, di watch party berikutnya. Sorry, salah ngomong. Ya teman-teman.
Whoever wins between Fancy United Esports and Dominatus.
Lawan apa sih next?
Bentar gue liat bracketnya. ILR.gg.
Dominatus kah?
Hah? Demi apa? Belum ya?
Belum Dominatus.
Bentar gue liat. Oh ini Fancy lawan Dominatus. Yang menang lawan Boom. Aman guys. Menang. Udah nggak ada JESSLYN curse lagi. Udah.
Tanggal 2 ya berarti.
Tanggal 2 ya.
Berarti ini kalau ini menang match-nya dikit ya?
Dikit. Kayaknya main 4 kali doang kalau menang.
Truly, again, invited teams can sometimes.
Watch party dikit.
Watch party dikit. Gila emang. Oke guys, see you hari. See you di watch party berikutnya. Dadah semua.